Yo, what's going on, guys? Just getting set up here to do a knife sharpening. Hope you're having a great evening or whatever time it is, wherever y'all are at. It's about 8:40 where I'm at right now, p.m. Like I said, guys, we're gonna be sharpening a knife, just kind of a chill kind of stream. Just ask any questions. Feel free to ask us anything. Whether I'll be able to answer it with like great knowledge, I don't know, but we'll definitely do our best. Can you hear me okay? 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 All right, I think we're good. All right, let me get my knife I wanted to sharpen. Where did I set it at? That's a great question. All right, let me go grab it. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. I had to go grab my knife. Apparently, you need a knife to sharpen a knife. What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Wow, 20 viewers. That is crazy. I've never had so many. Wow, that is awesome. Yo, what is going on, guys? Just wanted to stop and say, hope you guys are having a great day. We're just gonna be sharpening a knife. Probably gonna work on this Essie Azula. Quick question: do you guys think I should rewrap this with a different, different paracord? Right now it's kind of got like a camo on it. I really like it, and I wear like the same color, like the brown pants, probably like maybe 4 days a week, 3 days a week. And so it matches fairly well. But I could also do black. I could really do anything. But let me know what you guys think if I should use some different paracord. But we're going to get sharpening nonetheless. Do not want to sharpen this thing at a 15-degree angle. I just got done sharpening this. It's in my pocket here. It's called a fleece. A fleece. I got to do some maintenance on it, man. I just got done digging in the dirt, and I'm pretty sure I got some dirt down in there. Yes, I did. You can visibly see it. But it makes it a little stiff. But regardless, that's all right. Man, this thing is awesome. I love this little knife right here. I'm going to give, like, after shipping, 18 bucks for this on eBay. And let me tell you, this thing is razor, like, hair-popping sharp. And I love it. It's got great ergos. But anyway, we're going to get this sharpening. I'm probably going to go with a 20-degree bevel. Let me grab my handy-dandy Sharpie. I think my dad actually might have stole my Sharpie. Either that or I just used it, misplaced it. That's actually more accurate. Oh well, we don't really need it, I guess. We're professionals, guys. We don't need that stuff. I'm kidding, we're far from professional. Let's get this locked in. Alright, so if anybody's ever used this is the, oh, sorry, I didn't realize it was not in frame. This is the Work Sharp Precision Adjust Sharpener. Let me try to turn this light on. Whoa, is that too bright for you guys, or is that alright? Would it be best if I cut the big lights above my noggin? See what that looks like right there. All these lights here. Yeah, that's better. I like that. That looks a lot more subtle. Not so harsh on the eyes. But nonetheless, we're gonna get started here. I guess I should actually see how dull it is first. But if you guys have ever used a fixed angle like this before, this is the Work Sharp Precision Adjust Sharpener, just like the standard basic version. Love this thing. It is great bang for your buck. My only complaint, well, I have two complaints. Number one being, so whenever you're sharpening, let me strap this bad boy back in here. Whenever you're sharpening a knife, I'll turn it to where you guys can see a little bit better. You push down on this, like with this, if you put any kind of weight on there, like if you're having to like really do some like, trying to grind out some chips maybe, or just total reblade, recomposition, reprofiling, that changes your angle drastically. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like it's on a trampoline. But what we'll do is this is like a carpenter pencil sharpener from United Community Bank, oddly enough, because they do carpentry work. Anyway, what I did is I took and I just, it was barely too tall, so I just took some sandpaper, sanded the very bottom of it off, and this side right here, the flatter side of the two, and you can obviously see, kind of looks like a little red dot, but grounded down that side of the two of them, point it back down here, and you just slide this up underneath it, and that takes a lot of play out of it. Like I'm pushing down on it right there, and it's hardly moving at all. If anything's moving, it's the whole thing is kind of moving, because my table, it's just made out of boards, and it's got like different levels to it. Boards ain't even. But my only complaint, I wish this thing was heavy, and that's kind of an odd thing to say, but when you're trying to sharpen, I mean, you could be doing something else with your other hand. I mean, you could like be scrolling on your phone. I don't usually like to do that, but for those who do, or you could be like trying to find you a channel on the TV, you have to hold on to this. If you don't, it just falls right over. If you hold on to it, I mean, you're just fine. But regardless, I love this little system. I think it's great. I don't actually know how dull this knife is, but we're going to find out right here. Let me grab a piece of paper. Ran out of printer paper, so I found a magazine. It's actually what I've been using on my most recent videos. Just a Kershaw 2023 knife magazine. And it's not great. I mean, it's not really cutting down towards the end. Like, you gotta find just a sweet spot to get it started. Otherwise, it just rips through it like that. And I'm not like trying to be dramatic or anything about this. You know, I've been using this knife, working a great little EDC fixed plate right here. I love the size of it. I mean, you can get all four back there. It's got some jimping right here, right above the ant. I mean, it does kind of just rip it. And I mean, I know this is like a beefier, for the size of this thing, 20-degree angle is kind of chunky, I guess. But then again, I'm also going to leave it there just so I'm not worried about it like chipping if I'm having to be kind of abusive to it. But regardless, guys, let's get to sharpening. I'm honestly probably just going to go ahead and start on 320 just for giggles, just to give myself that. No, I'll probably start on 600. I don't want to spend like forever here, and I don't have a whole lot of time. This is just gonna be like a quick little stream. I gotta run inside here in just a few minutes and put up some groceries. Try to get this a little bit better. But guys, feel free to ask any questions. That's my other account, just so I can watch watch it. Because my phone setup's kind of odd, and I can't watch my own feed. So, yeah. Regardless, guys, sit back, relax, enjoy the stream, and ask any questions. Oi, hey, Jer, is that how you pronounce that, or is the J kind of more like a H sound? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a stupendous Saturday. This is actually my first live stream on my phone. I've been having to use my computer and like set it like this, like so it'll be kind of propped open like that, and I have to like stack up some books or something and get the camera that's right here to shine down upon what I'm trying to work on. It's been super inconvenient. Try to move that into frame a little bit better for you guys. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Get this out of our way here. Try to keep my work space fairly clean, at least what's on camera. And I feel like 600 is actually, or excuse me, 20 degrees, not 600. I feel like 20 degrees is actually fairly good. It seems to be touching all the way across it. Man, I wish I had my dang Sharpie. That'd be fantastic. I really need that right now. But, you know, I don't have it. That's alright. You know you're really into knife sharpening when you carry a strop with you every day. Yeah, might be no session. Hey man, thank you so much. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Man, I actually just got done watching one of your videos. Like, I opened up YouTube to start my stream and it opened up to a short and there you were. So, at least I'm pretty sure that was you. I could be wrong on that. But we're just sharpening our Azula. Is it actually called the Azula ant? That's always what I've called it, just because it has an ant on it. I think it's kind of cool. Because, like, gram for gram, like by mass, ants are by far the strongest animal in the world, which just absolutely baffles me, because that's just incredible. All right, I'm gonna have to go find a Sharpie because it's kind of dark in here and I can't even see my scratch marks. I can't even tell you guys if I'm making. I'm trying to look at it like this. I'm pretty sure it's a 20-degree bevel. A lot of fixed blades are, especially because this is kind of beefy. I mean, SE is known to be beefy. Just a little bit more on it. If not, I'll go find my Sharpie. No, there's still one from somebody. Man, Ron Crow, how's your day going, man? Let's try to see right here. Yeah, not quite making full contact with it yet, so I'm gonna have to go down. Probably go down to about 18. And that's something else I love about this little thing. I mean, once you turn this, as long as you don't put your hand up here to hold it in place, you ain't gotta worry about it going nowhere. And you put something up underneath it to keep it from moving, like I said earlier. Man, it just holds itself in place very well. Let's try it at 18. Excuse me, no, I think I actually had it at 19 is where I had it last time. 18 or 19, I don't really remember. I told myself I was gonna write it down and I just never got to it. As of most things in life, you know, make big plans. Do we ever follow through? Nah. Try to though. Let's see, is that yeah, that's making a lot better contact. Yeah, so 19 is the magic number. So we're gonna be here for a little bit. You know, I enjoy the process. It's just something to kind of clear my mind. Might be kind of an odd thing, I guess, to clear your mind with, but it's nonetheless what I enjoy. Hey, dude, that's awesome. I actually just used AI to make mine, and I think mine looks pretty sick. It's got a knife cutting through the logo. I just said, this is what I want, and it's like, I got you. I thought it was pretty cool. It was a free app on iPhone, but you can only make like 3 before it started charging you, and luckily that was like the 3rd one. And because I wasn't trying to pay that much money for a logo. And if I had to, I would drew it on some cardboard or something. Yeah, that's making a lot better contact. Maybe just dab a little bit of water on it here. So I got some dirt on it from earlier. I can't see everything just the way I want to. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. All right, so 19 is the number. And a lot of guys, when they do this, and I'm not like saying they're doing it wrong at all. I mean, I could be doing it totally wrong. Oh man, that's totally fair. Yeah, you just have to be like super specific in your what you're trying to tell it. But like I was saying, a lot of guys do like strokes like this, and I honestly kind of found it better to do small strokes. And this very well could work good. Maybe it's not on the knife that I experimented with at the time, but I do this. But on like when I get to ceramic, or if I've got these Whetstones here. This is actually really cool, in my opinion. I got these on a website called Alibaba, and it's actually it's not for this system, but it fits on here, and it has 5,000. Excuse me. Let me think here. 3,000, 5,000, 8,000, and 10,000 grit Whetstone on it. And dude, this thing takes it to the next level. Like, it's actually incredible. So what I'll actually do is I'll use this, this right here, like diamond ceramic, and then I'll just do the Whetstone and then strop, because hypothetically a ceramic, like on here, this side ceramic is just turned gray because I've used it so much. A ceramic's typically only equivalent to like between 6,000 to 8,000 grit if it were a Whetstone. Like if there was like some magic formula to convert it, that's where it would fall. But since I'm taking it up to like 10,000 with that Whetstone, I try not to use ceramic after the Whetstone, if that makes any sense. I do strop. I actually need to put some new compound on my strop. Yeah! Alright. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta go carrying groceries. Okay, coming! Okay, we're back. Luckily, we're a pack mule and we can carry a lot of things at one time. I always seem to have a hard time getting an edge on this blade. What's your guys' favorite fixed blade that you have? Not like your dream fixed blade. We all have those. But what's your favorite ones that you guys have? This is mine. You know what? So I actually bought this knife used, and 19's touching it some places. Like right here, it's fine. Down here, I have no idea what they've done. Like, it's got 3 different bevels on it. So I think I'm actually just gonna strip this one down and put it on about 19 using my 320 grit, because it's like, now that I'm getting a better look at it, it's like kind of round along through here. That's fair. This is the only fixed blade I carry, and that's only if I'm like doing like something that I know is gonna be like kind of more aggressive. Otherwise, I mean, I'm just carrying like my Kaiser mini sheepdog. I actually just had it sitting right here because I didn't put it up from one of my previous videos. But I'm gonna move this down to 320, and I'm sorry for the putback that gives us, but you know, I really just have to do what I gotta do. And I've noticed this before and I forgot about it and I just ignored it. But yeah, down here it's I don't even know what you would call this. It's like sitting like this and then towards, so not even like the ground of the blade up here, the black. I'm talking about the silver. It's like this, and it's got this, and then another one, and then the black. It's kind of got like a rainbow arch to it. But Ron Crow, what is your favorite folder that you have? Or well, let me say, what's your favorite brand of folders? Mine's Kaiser. My favorite brand is Kaiser. And you might not have a favorite brand. That's totally cool too. But if you do, what is it and why? And this goes for anybody watching, not just Mr. Crow. Really? Awesome. Yeah. Geysers, man, you can spend like on some of their newer drops like $226 if you want to. Personally, I'm not trying to do that. I I try to stay under 75. But Kaiser, I feel like you get great quality every time, even though they're manufactured overseas. And a lot of people hate on that, but at the same time, man, I feel like they're great bang for your buck knives. I have 4 Kaisers at the moment. I've got 2, excuse me, I've got 5 Kaisers. I've got the Mad Tonto, which I actually think is sitting right here. Yes, it is. With a button lock. I hit the dang. Hit the knife with it. Obviously a Tonto blade. It's called the Mad Tonto for a reason. I have this with my Carter scales, an extra deep carry pocket clip. And I have the sheepdog I just showed off a second ago. And I have 2 other sheepdogs. And I have a mini critical. And that's a good knife too. It's 3V steel. I believe it's either 3V or 4V. I think it's 3. What's your favorite knife you carry by Kaiser? I want to get the drop bear too. I don't really want the clip point. I either want the drop point or maybe the sheep's foot. I love sheep's foot blades because a lot of what I do is like pull cutting. So I like where the tip like sits in correlation to the handle and to the belly and to the spine. Oh, I'm sorry. My sharpening is kind of loud, isn't it? I'm so sorry. I was saying, what is your favorite Kaiser knife that you do carry? I said mine is my mini sheepdog. I mean, I obviously have 3 of them, but mine's the, I guess I could get it out right here. It's just right in my box. Mine is this one. It's got the rich light handle scales, and it has a removable flipper tab on it, which I think is really cool. So you can remove that and get better ergos on it. Dude, I love this knife. I love it's got like a tool on the top. You can put your thumb there. Drag cutting. You can do like it's got a good pinch grip to it. Honestly, I love this knife. And this one's coming in with 4V steel, 4V blade steel. Like, I'm honestly, if I could only buy one knife brand for the rest of my life, it's gonna be Kaiser. Okay, I'm sorry, man. I'm kind of soft spoken. Can I? All right, so I was asking. You have to bear with me. I just got done practicing piano and trying to sing. Keyword trying. So my voice is kind of gone. But I was saying, what's your favorite Kaiser that you carry? Mine is that mini sheepdog I showed you. There we go, that looks a lot better. It's all pretty dang even. Alright, so we're gonna flip it over. And how I mentioned that you want to put something up underneath this thing. Honestly, that is fair. So, dude, have you seen the, there's like a competition right now for designing a Kaiser blade. Designing a Kaiser knife. Like, and you send it into Kaiser. If you win, you get to sign a contract with them, like Ozzo, who designs he's designed a lot of knives, like all the drop bears, some of the other knives, I can't even remember, the Kaiser Riverbank, I believe he did, Ozzo, forgive me if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, but, if you win, you get to sign a contract with him and design some knives for him, that'd be awesome, if you ask me. I mean, like I just said, I mean, I love Kaiser knives, but if you're a finalist, you can pick a knife and they'll send it to you, I think, for free, if I was to guess. And even if you just participate, they'll give you like a 20% promo discount code. And I don't know if it stacks with other discounts. Like if you were to, like right now they have some of their knives are like 30% off. But you can get yourself a discount code just to submit something, which I think is awesome myself, so. I gotta turn this kind of away from you guys just so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better, I'm sorry. If you could only carry one knife for the rest of your life, what are you carrying? And I'm not saying like in a survival situation. I'm just saying like your EDC, just your daily carry. No like special twists to the scenario. Pull this out just a little bit more. Now what's CAD? Oh, is that where you like make it into a 3D online? Because it showed me how to do it, and it just said you just take a picture of it and download it as a PDF. You just draw it. That's all it said. Hey, Matthew? Kaiser Militao, dude, that's fair. I want one. Matthew Y6 says, hi, how you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. Kind of nearing the end here of Saturday. Matthew was asking Ron Crow if he could only carry one knife for the rest of his life, just regular EDC, no like special twist or nothing on the scenario. I'm not British. Why did I say scenario? On a scenario, what would it be for you? If you're still here, I know somebody just left. It was probably him or her. So, Ron Crow, do you like knives for like the aesthetic, or do you use them pretty often, or do you just like to carry one? I mean, that's a good reason to like knives too. Or do you just like want to collect something, but knives was just what you wanted? Well, that's all right. I'll probably still. I mean, I guess I can just submit what I got. uh, I won't lose nothing out of that. So just to say I did it. But I think that's pretty cool though. Still, regardless. I mean, I doubt I'll get chosen, but I do think my design's pretty awesome. I love to draw, and I love knives, so I just figured, let's just give it a whirl. But I'm sure you're probably right. There's always more to something than how it seems a lot of the times. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'm kind of the same way. But well, I say that I've got so I do electrical work sometimes, and so obviously you need a knife for that, like stripping wires and just miscellaneous kinds of things. But yeah, I'm just more of a casual carrier myself, which is totally fine. I mean, there's people that collect knives just because they have so much money to burn, they don't know what else to do with it. So, and if you're one of those people, that's totally cool too. That's not me. Now, are you like big into knives though? Do you like, how am I trying to word this? Like, do you keep up with the current things like who drops what and when, or like any of the major knife companies or anything like that? I guess I'm saying. I'm not trying to like infringe on anything. I just curious. And anything you don't want to answer, man, that's totally cool too. I think that's looking pretty dang good right there, guys and girls. Gosh, a pretty good burr. Need a little bit of work right there. That's cool. I was just kind of wondering. I didn't know if it was like your hobby. I guess that's the word I was looking for. Like maybe like your niche, something you find interesting. Just like everybody that carries a gun is not a gun guru. Not everybody that carries a knife is a knife guru. Just curiosity. I just want to kind of make connections with my viewers. I just want to make connections with my viewers. Just appreciate you guys watching. I know there's only 2 people watching right now, but man, that's 2 people that we're entertaining, 2 people that we're maybe shining a little light on knife sharpening. But if anybody has any questions about knife sharpening or anything like that, just drop it. And I'll do my best to answer. Not saying that it'll be like a perfect answer or nothing like that, because I'm just now really getting into it myself. I've been doing it for like a few months now. I think the very tip needs to move downward. And I was not picking my nose. Before anybody says that in the comment, I was like up underneath it. Oh. I'm a collector on a serious budget. Dude, me too. Dude, that's honestly fair. Like this knife, got on eBay. This knife, got on eBay. I'm not trying to pay full price or something. That's just me. I'm not trying to say that anything's overpriced. But it kind of is. But I'm just, if I can find it for cheap, you best believe I'm saving pennies. Do you like to sharpen knives? Like if a knife gets dull, would you just like move on and like grab another one? Or would you like try to sharpen it, try to fix it up a little bit? Yeah, it looks pretty good right there, guys. Guys and girls, cats and dogs. I had an elementary school teacher that said that all the time. And at the time, like I had her for a few years, and the first time I heard her say it, I was like, oh, that's pretty clever. And then it just got so old because it was every stinking day. But anyway, all right, so that was 320. We're going to move on now to the 600 diamond. Okay, awesome, man. What's your... And if I'm asking you too many questions, man, just tell me that. But I'm just trying to make you feel welcome, because really you are. You're a guest here. But what's like your go-to like method to sharpen? Like whether it be like is it freehand or is it guided? Is it whetstone, diamond stone, or even just maybe like a pull-through sharpener? A lot of people do that, which I'm not a fan of, but you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do in a pinch. But we're moving on now to the 600 grit. Just flip it over here on our precision adjust by Work Sharp.
Something's wrong with your sis. I need you to come check on her.
Okay.
She's shaking, like her legs, her arms. She's cold.
Hold on, let me grab my flashlight. It's actually in here. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Had like a medical issue, but I think we're okay now. Well, there's a green screen option. No, turn it off. No, none. 0. Lighting on. Ooh. It doesn't really make a lot of difference there. Does that flip my... Oh, that flips the camera! Oh, that turns it off. What does that do? Retouch, whatever that means. This chair is not. That's a little bit better, guys. Alright, guys, we are officially back. Shadow. Who is Shadow? Oh, well, regardless, how you doing, man? Wait. Shadows of Art. Oh! Russell, what's up? After I took a closer look, I saw it said RJ, and I was like, who do I know that has a RJ? And I was like, yeah, that's Russ. How you doing, man? I just streaming a little bit before bed. Been working on this knife here for a little bit. I had to go check on sis. She was not doing good. She's like super shaky. So just pray for her, dude. So when I left for her, like I lost a ton of viewers. Like I had like 20 something, which is the most I've ever had on a stream. Yeah, thank you, dude. Congrats. Yeah, thanks, dude. I actually just reached 50 subs, so I'm actually streaming this on my phone, which is really cool because before I had to like rig up my laptop, like this is the keyboard, like stack up some stuff and like get the camera like up here to shine down on what I was working on. So this is a lot easier. But the other night I had quite a few views. Some fellers were talking with me a lot. Oh shoot, you working hard? Yeah, I've been hanging out with that fella. Not gonna name drop here. But yeah, we actually went to, we went and saw the rodeo, which is really cool. Fish was there. So we all just hung out together and had some laughs, looking for women. I'm kidding, guys. Not for me. Not for me. It's alright, man. Yeah, you... how'd the game go? We lost. Well, you see my surprised face? This is it. This is my surprised face. Dude, you talking about getting a good arm work, like a good forearm workout? This right here, or really shoulder. You can use your shoulder a lot on this too, but my gosh. And you start burning. What you been up to, man? That's so. Got a nice little burr going there. Along most of the knife, just bang into huzz. W. Russell. Rusted. I don't know what's going on with my views. Like, I don't know if my view counter's messed up because it's been like that before. But I've only got it's just you, bud. So you're like exclusive. How's that knife sharpening for you though? Like, be honest. After well, no, I take that back. Wait, maybe. After I sharpened it for you, I got something else in to help me sharpen. I'm going to use that on this knife. But I can't do that on your knife because your knife is a D2 blade steel. And so it doesn't work very well with this new attachment that I got. Okay, awesome, dude. I hope you're being like for real. If it needs touch up or anything, just let me know. Because I ain't going to lie, I used it a little bit after okay, sweet. But I did use it just a little bit on just mostly just sharpness test. But dude, I had it in my pocket that day at church, and I thought it was gonna go off my pocket because I was just fidgeting with it too much. I can't carry one of those. I'm scared I'm gonna shoot myself. End up like neutering myself, I guess. So we got a burr. I did the same thing. I was like pushing it and just like waiting for the tension to go off. Or wait for the spring to go off, just pushing against the tension. We're going to flip this over. We're sharpening this at a 19-degree bevel, 19-degree angle on each side. So, looking at about 38 inclusive. Usually I do, well, I say usually. A lot of fixed blades are about 20 degrees. I think this one was, but I bought it used. And it had like a bunch of, you could tell somebody had tried to sharpen it that didn't have a clue what they were doing. Not that I really have a clue what I'm doing, but more than that lady or gentleman did. I'm gonna have to turn the knife away from you guys on this a little bit right here, just so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Do the same. But if anybody has any questions about knife sharpening or anything like that, I mean, I know it's just Reed here right now. It's a pretty knife. You talking about yours or this one right here? Yours is pretty too. I like your knife. That thing is heavy. That one. Well, thank you, man. Thank you. I like it. Dad got it at the pawn shop. Give it to me. Do you think I should leave this this paracord wrap on here, or should I put a different color on it? You like the pinky ring? Yeah, dude. Well, maybe a normal pinky could fit in that. Not mine. But I guess maybe without the wrap it might. But I can only get this much of my finger in there, and that's like me pushing just to my fingernail. But should we give this a different color? You know those pants that I wear all the time, those Wrangler, like the brown work pants. So they match that fairly well. And my favorite color is this, or pretty close to this green on here. But if you think I should change the color, make it kind of look mean, I guess. Tell me what color you think I should do. I have a lot of different colors. Yeah, honestly, that's kind of what I was thinking. I thought maybe just a black on black would look kind of cool, but at the same time, I feel like it wouldn't, because the sheath, wherever it's at, is black as well, right here. So that'd just be like a lot. And my belt is gray. Like, I have one of those tactical belts. This one's a Groove Life V2. And it's gray and black, so that actually would probably look pretty good. I might do that. I don't know if I have any gray cord. I'm gonna have to pick some up, but I have a lot of other colors. Oh, my bad. I don't even remember how much I did on the other side with the 600 grit because I had to go check on sis. But that's alright, I guess. We'll just kind of guesstimate it here. And Russ, you got any other knives you need sharpened, bud? Your case. Oh, dude, awesome. Yeah, I honestly, on my last couple of streams, my grandma that's living right beside us, my great grandma, she gave me a bunch of case knives, Rough Rider knives, some old ones, and I had some collectors too. Like, I think they only made 65 per year in the world, and I have like maybe 12, between 10 to 15 years of them, which I think is pretty cool. But I'm gonna do like a showcase on those, probably a live stream on it, and then I can turn that to some shorts, just to get better views, I guess, because my views rate is going down a lot. Because when I first started, like, one of my vids had like 8,000, and so that 28 days has lapsed since the video, and so my views over the last, it says like over the last 28 days, it went down by like 13,000. Just give me not 13,000, probably like 10,000. But because my recent posts haven't been hitting the algorithm. All right, yeah, man, I'll try. Does it have like a gut hook right here along the spine? You know, you stab it and you get you can make a rip to help you get started skinning. No, okay, that's cool. Do you know what brand it is? Off the top of your head, if you don't know, that's cool too, though. Yo, Russ, I think we're gonna get to move into our house next weekend. Like, I'm so stoked. The final inspector guy's coming out Monday, Lord willing. If we don't pass the final inspection, I'm probably gonna cry. Turns out the electrical's messed up. It'd be kind of ironic. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. I'll try to sharpen that part of it too, the serrations or the saw blades. I don't have the greatest equipment for that. I've just got like one little thing I could try. Maybe a couple things I could try, actually. Got a new viewer in. What's up, man? Or woman. Don't discriminate against that. But just working on this Essie right here. This Essie Azula. Feel free to ask any questions you have about knife sharpening. We'll try to answer them to the best of our abilities. And just really just a chill stream just before bed. Somebody told me that they watched my stream until they fell asleep the other night. So, I don't know if that's like a good thing, though, like I'm boring, I put you to sleep, or it's satisfying that you fall asleep. But I was doing whetstones, and I feel like the whetstone is way more satisfying than this. Especially like on my end of it. Like, I don't know about the watching end, but on the end of like getting in that zone when you get going, and it's hard to compare that to something unless you try it. Unless you've done it, you don't really understand it, I guess. But yeah, I feel like we've got a nice burr along here. We're gonna move on to the ceramic. And this work sharpener. This work sharp precision adjust sharpener has 300 grit diamond stone, 600, and then a ceramic rod as well. So this is great value sharpener right here. And that's all you got to do to flip to the next side. And I just put my little pencil sharpener up underneath it to stabilize it, because like I said earlier, if you push down on it without that, it changes the bevel or the angle of your edge. So let me try to wipe this thing off a little bit. I've got some shavings on it. Russ, how many knives you got now, bro? If you was to guess. Dude, that's awesome. Me too, man. I got boxes sitting right out here. And that's not exaggerating either. Or you probably know. Yeah, that, remember in the old house, in the basement, I had those 3 boxes of knives. Just loose, miscellaneous. Most of them were Victorinox. The Swiss Army knives. Oh yeah, you do. That's awesome, dude. And I miss those days, just hanging out down there shooting pool, or I can't say playing Nerf. That's not playing. That's life or death. And just look at how clean that, how parallel this new edge I put on here stays to the black of the knife. I put that on there today. It was pretty jacked up from whoever had it before me. I mean, that's just what a precision adjust can do for you. I mean, it does the work. I mean, you just have to move it back and forth. But I'm getting to where I can do this fairly well with a whetstone. I don't video every time I whetstone. Most of the times I do, though. There's been a few times I didn't, or I'll video it and just forget to edit. Forget to make edits on the video itself. And then with that, you know, obviously forget to upload it. I gotta turn this towards me for this side. Sorry, guys. Russ, what's your favorite knife you have, and for what reason? Like the aesthetics of it, or just the practicality? Speaking of Nerf guns, I was thinking about that the other day. How you would always use the same one with a shield. Like the shield like had a little gap in it, and you'd lay your gun down in it to protect yourself, because you were like as big as the shield. Not really, but this shield covered up half of your body. Red Rider. Red Rider or Rough Rider? Because I think I found a 50th anniversary of red. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. There's a knife company called Rough Rider. I had found the other day, and what my grandma gave us, 50th anniversary special. Man, that just makes it look so pretty. All right, so I don't know if you guys could see it earlier when I zoomed in on it, but look at how polished that is now. That is just astonishing. I mean, it's like shining the light back at it. And I think that's probably as far as we'll go here with the ceramic. And I don't even know if I want to touch it up with a whetstone or not. There's a little bug just crawled across the thing. Get out of here. Russ, do you think we send it with a whetstone? So there's thing about whetstone and trying to chase too high of a grit, you actually chance dulling your knife, if that makes sense. Because whenever you're sharpening, you're giving it like little itty bitty serrations, like that saw blade you said you had. But these are just like very, very small, almost microscopic, I guess. But if you use a whetstone, it can remove those and just make your knife super slick, and it removes what we call the bite. So do you think I should send it, like do it, or leave it as is and strop it? Because I still have to do this with a leather strop. I'm probably going to recompound it too while I'm sitting here thinking about it. Regardless of... But do you think we send it? Because I don't know what blade steel this is. I have no idea. A lot of knives will tell you the blade steel. This, unfortunately, is not one of those knives. No, I just usually use it. Practical carry, like EDC. Nothing like too strenuous on it. I mean, I use it for things I wouldn't use like my normal folders for, though, if that makes sense. Like a step up from what I would use on my folders. What do I want to use to clean that off with? This thing here, I guess. Yeah, we can use that. This is I'm using this actually might be the first knife that I ever received. Yeah, I think that's fair too. This little buck right here, I think it wasn't the first knife I received, but it's one of the first ones that I remember like vividly unboxing. This little buck right here, and we used it a lot in the farm, and you can see just how kind of gross it is. I need to clean it. But man, I thought this knife was just so cool because the Tonto blade, I didn't even know it was called a Tonto. I just thought it was I just called it double bladed. So, by the time, man, I thought that was the coolest thing on the planet. And I would love to make, I mean, I know Worksharp makes this, but it's mad expensive. To make this for a leather strop. Like this thing here, that would do this for cheaper than what they're trying to make you buy it for. I know that's not good for it to do that, but I'm gonna give like $8 for this thing, so it's not like a huge loss. All right, so Russ, this is compounder. For anybody else that does not know that, this takes your knife from paper cut and sharp to the next level. It's actually insane that a piece of leather can change your knife that drastically. Try to wipe the rest of that off of there. And doing what I just did with the knife is not recommended at all. I'm just lazy, to be totally honest with you, because that messes with the macrons. The microns, not macrons. Isn't that a dessert? Man, now I'm hungry. Anyway, you just kind of rub this on here fairly lightly, like you're just coloring. You don't want to just absolutely cake it in there. And I find it kind of best to rub it in one direction. Like that. And since I didn't remove the last, I think it should be okay. But we're going to remove... Oh, I guess I'm going to put this back on here before I lose it, because everybody knows that that's what's going to happen if I don't. Slide this back on here and remove the knife from here. And we'll do a stropping and then a post-sharpness test, a post-sharpening sharpness test, and see if we even did anything to it besides, you know, make it prettier. If I can even get that out of there, good gosh. I didn't realize that my thing's not even in view of the camera. Now, there we go. I mean, it already feels pretty dang sharp. It still has a burr on it, so that's what this is for. This is for final burr removal. It doesn't actually, like, sharpen your knife, but it makes it sharper, if that makes sense. Like, it makes it easier to cut. So whenever you're sharpening a knife, you'll create this thing called a burr, and I actually posted a video on that. It's a very thin wire, and that's what the ceramic rod and this is for. This removes what the ceramic rod won't, just because it's finer, I guess. And the compound does a really good job with that. The compound's what makes all the difference. And I actually have to use, put like a little block underneath it because my hands are kind of chunky. And you want to make reverse strokes on it, obviously, because if you went this way, you just cut into the leather. Alternate sides. You want to keep the same angle as you did sharpening. If nothing else, you might even go a little steeper. I found that, I know that kind of sounds counterintuitive, but like say my sharpening angle was here, I might even bring that up just a little bit, just to make sure that I get that final burr removed off there. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, man. Oh, also, I heard this really pretty song today. I'm sure you've heard it. It's called Jesus Does. And it's got Ann Wilson in it. It's not by her. She's not the one, like, directly singing it, but it's featuring her. Man, it was so pretty. I just started crying in the truck. But, man, it was a beautiful song. I would love for our church to learn that, because the chorus jumps up kind of high, like the My Jesus song does. And I can't hardly hit it. Dude, it's a beautiful song. I love listening to it. But just like you can use too high of a grip, you can also overstrop. So I'm going to try it right there. And if it doesn't cut paper yet, it's probably still sharp. I just have a little bit of a burr left to remove on it. So this is, I think this is the paper I used earlier. Yeah, this is the paper we used earlier, and you can see it more or less just kind of rips. Like down there at the bottom is a little bit easier to see. It kind of rips through it. Like it rips at the top. You find the sweet spot, it'll cut. You leave that sweet spot, and it rips, and it stops cutting. So we'll see how we did now, though. I think that right there speaks for itself, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, that is fantastic. About hit my finger. Yeah, you can kind of wave it. Let me grab sometimes it's easier to just do this. And a lot of times too, so how tall this knife is, it's kind of hard to do tight waves because this will hit the back side of your paper and it pushes the front out of the way, so you don't make good contact with it. But I can do probably like some looser waves with it maybe. Or not, I don't know. got a little bit of a burr left on there. But making straight cuts, man, it cuts pretty dang good. I like that, Russ. Talk right now. That's probably a stupid move. I'll text him though that I'm fixing to be done. Dude, I guess so. If you're building something big. Oh wow. Okay, Sarah's going to the hospital. All right, I'll be back. Can't even see the sharp. It's so dark. Yo, Carry Crew, what's going on, dude? Hey, give me 1 second. I gotta go grab my phone charger, and I'll be right back, all right? Man, you want to talk about absolutely sucking the life out of your phone? Live stream is the way to do it. Good gosh. I don't even think my charger box going to fit behind my phone. We're going to have to, what, stretch out across that far? Be lucky if it does. No such thing as luck, but you know what I mean. I'd be surprised if it does, to say the very least. Carry Crew, man, how you doing? It's good to have you back with us. We just got done sharpening our knife. I was actually just fixing to end stream. I had a medical emergency in the family, so that's where I've been. Let's pray for my sister. But, yeah, God's got it. I just hope she's okay. But, I'm going to finish up sharpening, I guess. She's on her way to the hospital right now. And I don't really want to just sit here and worry myself to death. And, but yeah. Just going to finish up stropping, I guess, and then we'll probably call it a night. How you doing, Carry Crew? If you're still living here, man, I don't know. If you're not, that's totally cool, too. I've already stropped a good bit on this, so I won't give it. Alright, are we back? I think we're back. Alright, yeah. Alright, are we back? I think we're back. Alright, yeah, sorry, that was my grandma checking on Sarah, my sister. My grandma lives. We're both living in campers, and she's staying right beside us. I don't even know if anybody's still here or not, but that's quite alright. Yeah, we're fixing to be done for the night. I gotta go get ready for bed and get ready for church in the morning. I'm willing. But that thing feels pretty dang sharp, I'm not gonna lie. I would spend a little bit more time on it, but I'm just kind of ready to be done. Oh, okay, sweet, dude. Yeah, I was actually fixing to end stream, though. I gotta get ready for church tomorrow. My grandma called me, and I'm streaming through my phone, because I finally hit 50 subs. So that it, like, paused the stream, I guess, is what happened. I'm not sure. But I keep hitting the finger tool. Oh, good, man. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, just, my sister. little bums, but it's all right. Here's another piece of that paper. But you can go back and see what our cuts were looking like when we first started. I might have a piece of it here, I guess. No, I don't guess I do, actually. But, man, it wouldn't even cut this at all, hardly. And now we're zipping through it. Alright, yeah, I will for sure. Yeah, thank you, man. I want to get the work sharp diamond, what you call it? Just not the precision adjust. I already have that, and that's what I used on this thing. And we got pretty good results from it. But the one you use free-handed, it's got the tri-stone. I don't remember what they call it, like what the brand calls it, but I feel like we got pretty good results though. But yeah, man, please just pray. She has cerebral palsy, and she just started like shaking really bad, worse than normal. I had never seen her shake like that. But yeah, you can definitely tell the difference between using a ceramic and not. Like that knife, was that last night? Not before. I didn't use a ceramic on it, but I did on this knife. And I honestly wanted to use this thing right here. It's got, it's for some Chinese knockoff of the Work Sharp, I guess. I don't know, it could be for some high end, I don't know. But anyway, I got it for really cheap. And it's got Whetstones on it, and it fits on the Work Sharp. I know that's square and the Work Sharp is round, but a round rod will fit through a big enough square peg, despite what the old saying goes, how the old saying goes. But I'll tilt my camera up a little bit better so it's not just cutting my face off. But this thing has 3,000, 5,000, 8,000, and 10,000 grit, which is really, really awesome. I used it on this fleeca here, and then you just like touch it, and it's just through. And it's, well, not anymore. I used it digging in the dirt today. No kidding, and doing some rock work, so it got pretty beat up. It's probably got some chips in it. I hadn't even really looked at it yet since I've been home. Yeah, probably, yeah, these little work done to it. But man, this thing, it was ripping through paper towel, not ripping, but like cutting through paper towels. But I put this on a 15-degree bevel. And I know I said that it's super sharp and then it just ripped that paper, but I'm telling you guys, it's actually very sharp. At least it was. It probably just needs just a little touch up. That's great, to be honest. To be honest, the in-between grits come from wet sharpening. Yeah, well, so I honestly, this thing was great. I did not do the 8,000. It's missing the chip out of it, and I didn't want to just, I wasn't trying to mess up my knife after I put a lot of work into it. So I just jumped from the 5K to the 10K. Just spent a lot of time doing both. But man, I'm telling you, it did a great job. I might, should I go ahead and touch it up, you reckon? You think I should go ahead and touch it up? You think I should just drop it? What's your suggestion, man? Because it's still fairly sharp. I mean, should we just drop it? Or do you think we should just hone it a little bit better? This is true. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna save this for another day. I'm getting pretty tired. Like I said, gotta get up and go to church in the morning. Honestly, that's kind of what I was thinking too, because it's still got a decent bite to it. I might spend just a few minutes stropping it. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. But I was showing this little knife off earlier. This is, as far back as I can remember, this is the first knife that I really remember remember unboxing. And it's just a little buck. It says $6.98, made in China. That's all it says on it. But dude, this little thing, I've had it forever, and I found it the other day, and I was so excited. But used to use this thing in the garden. This was what we called the okra knife, because it was just the perfect size to just lay the okra across it and just push down with your thumb and cut through it. Man, we had some tall okra, man. That thing, I mean, I was little at the time, so I thought they were trees. But, man, I still remember getting this on Christmas, getting it out of the stocking, and being so excited about it. I thought it was so cool. And then after that, I just really stopped with knives. Knives are, dude, I'm telling you. Because I'm not scared to do with this thing what I'm scared to do with the... I mean, this isn't like an expensive knife. I think this is maybe... Before it went discontinued, it was probably running like maybe between 50 and 70. And I'm not scared to do with this knife what I am scared to do with this one. Not that I don't think this would cut it. I don't want what I'm working on to hurt this knife and not hurt my feelings and my wallet. But yeah, I might wait another day to hone that one and strop it. So I was doing some reading earlier, and tell me if this is true or not, because you probably know a little bit better than I. So ceramic typically runs between 6,000 to 8,000. Like if it were like if there's like some conversion chart or something to make it into a whetstone, it runs about between 6,000 to 8,000. But like Spyderco, they make a ceramic that's like equivalent to 12,000. But mine, I'm sure, is probably just the 6 to 8. So would you say it's best to hone with the whetstone, given that that's a higher grit because it goes up to 10,000, or would you say to just hone with ceramic? Because I don't feel like it needs a lot. If you're even here, it doesn't even say anybody's here anymore, but if not, that's cool too. But, yeah, well, whatever we decide to do. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I know that once you hit ceramic and go up from there, it's just like you're not really creating more sharpness. You're just kind of refining the last one. I get. I'm not good at explaining what I'm trying to say. Yes, my leather only has one side, unfortunately. I don't even know where it's sitting. It's probably in this pile of trash. No, it's right here in front of my face. But yeah, I gotta strip this one down and put some more compound on it. It's been a good little strop. It's crazy the difference. Thank you, man. But it's crazy the difference a strop makes. Like, not even strop versus no strop, but like strop versus good strop. And this isn't even like the best strop out there, obviously. I'm not spending like $50 on mobility leather. This came with this off of some website like Alibaba, maybe AliExpress, I don't remember. Well, that was a loud sound. Sorry, that's my chair. I might have paid like $13 after shipping for it. It's also really cool. So this thing, it locks too. Like you can open that up, turn it, lock it, and it lines up the same way this does. Like it doesn't throw off the angle, which I think is really cool, because the holes are in the same spot. So I think that's really cool. Instead of spending like the $70 on the upgraded kit, I could just get this right here, which does, in my opinion, probably just as good of a job. And it's obviously more precise than trying to freehand Whetstone. But yeah, I'll probably wait another day to do this because I gotta let this soak for just a little bit. Not long, but I'm probably gonna get ready for bed and head that way and go shower. Yeah, that is true. And a lot of times, so like on my stream earlier, so I bought this knife used, my little Essie Azula. And I had to reprofile the edge of it because whoever had it before me, it was like, yeah, is that this stuff right here? I just got like a little block of it. Or is it just compound? But anyway, I got this from the pawn shop, and it was like rolled, like the edge was rolled like this, I guess, opposed to this. And then coming down to the blade, it was just like this, and it had the very, yes, it does go a long way. I learned that. I mean, I've been using this one for a while, and it's only taken off that much. It's like coloring like a kid again. But do you recommend, I know I'm asking you a lot of questions, I'm supposed to be answering questions, but I always try to seek wisdom before giving out wisdom. Should I strip this one down? And if so, how do I need to go about doing it? Just like maybe an X-Acto blade? At first I thought that said an applesauced edge. Appleseed edge. I'm actually allergic to apples. No, but like it was only that way on some of the knife. Other places it was fine. But other places were like this. And you could like, I don't know how to describe it. So like along the belly, excuse me, no, where was it at? So right here, towards the sharpening tool. Yes, so do I need to remove this compound or just add more compound onto it? This is what I usually use to strop. I actually carry this thing in my pocket. Which might be a little obsessive. Might be a little over the top. But, you know, it'll be okay. Yeah, I mean, this isn't like a super thick, but I mean, it is a fixed blade. But, yeah, in some places it was like that. And in other places it was not. So I just reprofiled the whole thing to 19. Oh, you did tell me that. I forgot all about that. You did tell me that. Now, will that mess up the microns? Like the, I think that's what it's called on the leather. Because, like, they're kind of graded or like, leveled by that, I guess you might say. Different types of leather. You did tell me a wire brush. I forgot about that. Because I did it the other day with, like, a safety blade, like you use on windows. Oh, dude, that's sick. Yeah. I actually have a wire brush right now. Should I go grab it? Nah, I probably need to go to bed. I actually told Dad I was going to bed like 30 minutes ago, so I was gonna go get ready for bed and shower and everything. But dude, thanks for your tips and suggestions, but I will try to remember to do that. And if I ask you again, I'm sorry. I don't have the greatest memory. But yeah, dude, thanks for stopping in with us. And like last time, we'll say it's a prayer before we head out, if that's cool with you. Is there anything you'd like to pray about or anything like that? Any prayer requests? Yeah, I'm not like trying to push religion on nobody or nothing like that. Just Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that. I guess just on videos, you only see people like using one. I've only seen people using one strop at least. So I just assume just about all of them are green. All right, we're gonna say a prayer and then probably go hit the hay. Again, thanks for sticking around with us there, Gary Crew. All right. Our dear, most kind and most gracious Heavenly Father, God, we thank you for this beautiful day you've given us and the blessings of life. Thank you, Father, for even the crickets we can hear outside singing your praises of hallelujah to you, God. And we want to ask you, God, to help my sister. Father God, she won't really talk to us and tell us what's going on. Father God, but I know that you know all about it, Father, for you know our bodies inside and out. You know the very number of hairs upon our heads. Father God, for you made this body and you know how to take care of it. You know what it needs. And I pray that we would just listen to you concerning all things, that and others. And I pray above all things that you'd save the lost, God, and those who become lost. And bless those who've watched our streams and those who haven't, Father God, just the same. And ask you to save my children if I have them one day, and my grandchildren too. And then direct us and send us the right woman. In Christ's name, amen. All right, man. Thanks for stopping in with us. Yeah, we're probably gonna head out for the night. But hopefully, this time next week we're gonna be in the house. Cause this is in my dad's shop. So I've been working in here. Cause I don't have anywhere to work in the camper. Cause my loft, I have a bed up there, not close. And like if I sit up, I risk hitting my noggin. And I'm only 5'6", 5'5". I'm a pretty short fella. My mattress is pretty thick. Hey man, you too. God bless. But yeah, I'll try to remember that. And I'm probably gonna just only stream maybe stream once a week. I've just been really eager to stream because I got those 50 subs. That's a huge milestone for me. But might just get back to shorts and maybe some long-term videos. Have you seen the ones I made? I'll ask this now, and we can go. About the knife games, the Sharpness Showdown. I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, it might be too corny, but I don't know. But I thought that was a cool little challenge. Just something kind of different. I hadn't seen somebody do that. Well, I've seen one person. I think his name is Stasa23, but he doesn't like do a large sum of knives like that. He just does like maybe 2 at a time, or just like 1, and just like rates it out of 10. But I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool idea. But yeah, man. Feel free to always correct me if I'm doing something wrong here. I'm still trying to learn. But I love it. It just gets me in the groove. Oh, thanks, dude. All right, awesome. But yeah, it's hard not to be biased on that, to be totally honest, because there's knives I want to win, and there's knives that I'm just like, I don't really care about. But I'm trying to be just as fair as I can be. The last one I made was or at least last one I uploaded. Oh, dude, that's so true. But my last one I uploaded was between my mini sheepdog and my bug out here. And it ended up in a draw. So I didn't really know what to do for that. If you watched it, who do you think won it? But if you didn't watch it, that's totally cool too. And since I've oiled this thing and fixed the blade was a little tight since I fixed it. I mean, it doesn't have blade play. It has the, I mean, I might could tighten the screws up by like very minimally. But it's so much better. Like, I had to like pull this down and pull the access bar down and like just about have to flick it like I'm throwing a frisbee. Dude, it is. I love this thing. This is probably my favorite EDC knife that I've ever had. Not this one in particular. This one doesn't lock. I mean, it's a double detent. So you flick it open, you push it closed. But it's not like a old, like a trapper knife, I guess you could call it. Like, it doesn't slam itself closed. I mean, it does once you get like here. Once the blade's already completely covered by the handle scales, then it closes. But, and the ergonomics are phenomenal on this. The large finger tool here and the tool here. Dude, I recommend this knife to anybody. Let's go. Yes, thank you. That's the answer I was wanting. Awesome. All right, well, you're our deciding factor, so. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like this, if I'm wanting to cut something, like do some drag cutting, I have to get up pretty, like, high up off of it, like, fairly perpendicular to what I'm cutting. Whereas here, I can lay just about flat and get whatever I'm needing. It's hard to cut though on this. I mean, it's hard to cut on a silicone mat because it's very squishy and it just kind of absorbs the blade. Whereas with this one, if I'm wanting to stay that flat, I'm like this. I'd have to really get up like this, and even then, it's not like the grandest. But yeah, my favorite one that I have is. I keep saying I'm gonna go, but I just have a. You know how it goes. You have knives too, so you know the problem. It's not a problem. I don't have a problem. I think I have a small problem. It's probably this Kaiser. It's the same thing, but it has a lock to it, so you can like push down on it and it's not gonna go anywhere. And the finger tool's a little bit different blade steel. And I put this one at 17 degrees, and I put this one down to. This one's at 17. This one's at 18 degrees, as well as my mini critical mini, which is a great knife too. I love Wharncliffe blades, modified Wharncliffe blades, and sheep's foot blades. I mean, I have quite a few. This is a modified Wharncliffe. It looks straight. It's not. It's got a very small curve to it. It's got a little belly on it, like a little baby. But yeah, on that sharpness games though, I realized I'm gonna have to get rid of this. Dude, Kaiser is my favorite knife brand, and I've been saying that forever now. And I love it. I just don't have the money to buy a bunch of them. But I realized I'm gonna have to get rid of. Can't really use this on a paracord chop because obviously the tip of the hawk's bill. Runs in first. So I was probably going to replace it with the Fleesa. This one here that I got to touch up again. But yeah, I was digging in the dirt and rolling around in some mud, and I got to clean it out and doing some rock work, so it got a little bit of dust in the action. Okay, sweet. Next, I haven't heard of them. But yeah, I love Kaiser. I've got just one Civivi. I like this little knife. It was sub $40. I don't remember what I get for it, but it was sub 40. It's got good ergonomics on it too. D2 blade steel, and this is my favorite color. Is OD green. I have a lot of knives in OD green. And I got this one from Walmart when they were like new, when they were the thing. Okay, Nesmark. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look into that, man. I'll let you know what I come across. Don't waste your money on a SOG. Don't. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I do like to hunt a little bit. I don't hunt a whole lot. I fish more than I hunt. But like I said, I do not recommend this knife. So I thought it was gonna be like a Benchmade killer, a little bug out killer. Yeah, it's not even close. I mean, it's only, how do you pronounce that? Is it Cairo D2 blade steel, Cyro? Not even the blade steel that I'm worried about. The action. I'm holding that down and it's just not going. See, there it goes. And you get it here and it's slammed. Like it's, I know this does too. Like you get it so far down and it closes itself. But this one, I don't know. Like this, you pull the lock down, whatever their crossbar lock is called, and it like flicks the blade open, and I don't like that. And it's slow to open, whereas this is, well, it's my non-dominant hand. Whereas this is pretty snappy. You can't even use the thumb studs on this hardly. You get it halfway open. You have to use the flipper. I don't like the flipper. There's just nothing I like about this knife. And I got it for cheap. That was it. That is true. The SOG the power pint, that's a cool multi-tool. It's like the size of this, opened. And it uses, it has like a gear in it, so you get like double the grip strength behind it, so it's pretty cool. One of my prettier knives is a Gerber jukebox. I'd never heard of this knife till I bought it. I bought it at a silent auction from, there's a fella that passed away and he's trying to raise his family some money. But I think this is a really pretty knife. Like epoxy blade scales. Blade scales, epoxy handle scales. I think it's really pretty. Modified Warncliffe. It's got barely a curve to it. The SOG, yeah, I'm sure it probably does. I just don't even fool with it though, because I've got better knives. So I mean, I just keep it in here to fill a slot. And then Gerber. I feel like SOG and Gerber are kind of similar. Like, it's hit or miss. This is called the... Yeah, that is true. I saw that, I think. I've been using... I think I have it in my pockets too. And I made an unboxing video on it. Dude, it's holding up great. Okay, I'll say this, and I really got to go, like, seriously, it's 11 o'clock. Which is late for me. I can't hang out with these young cats anymore. This true multi-tool, I got it at Ace Hardware, and it's got this locking bit driver, and I replaced the ones that it came with because it's more than likely just soft plastic with not soft plastic. Now I'm thinking about fishing, dude. I'm telling you, my brain is shot. Soft steel. I was thinking about, because I mentioned fishing earlier, and I was just thinking about what I'd be fishing with right now this time of year. So it'd probably just be soft metal. That's true. Yeah, have you seen the where Leatherman just tried to make some knives? How expensive they are? It is ridiculous. But I replaced it with some DeWalt drill bits, and it holds both. It holds a Phillips and a flathead down here at the bottom. You just have to pull it out and replace them. But it just has that, and it locks. It's just pretty cool. It locks into place. And it also locks at 90 degrees, so you can really get some torque onto something if you need to. And you just push this thing down to unlock it. And it's got a blade. Just a Tonto. Just a single thumb stud with a liner lock. And it has a bottle opener and like a little sticker scraper, I guess, is what that would be. I don't really know exactly what that little bit right there is for. But just a good little thing to have, just working around the house, I guess. I was using it today for pictures, having to remove the little hanger parts for the picture frames, because we were using like those command Velcro strips. But I like this thing, and it came with a veteran's token right here. So like 20, or like maybe 20% of the proceeds. Dude, I know they are, and it's so sad because they used to be like top of the game, especially when it comes to multi-tools. And yeah, because I had a box like maybe this big by this big, like a cube, I guess, of nothing but multi-tools. And I'd try to sell it, and every time I'd do that, the only thing people would dig for is the Leatherman. And I ended up selling all the Leatherman out of it, I think. There might be a couple left, maybe like the little ones. But it came with this coin. It's pretty cool. It says, keeping our promise to America's veterans. The DAV, established 1920. So I think this is pretty cool. If nothing else, I bought it to support veterans, because, you know, they don't get enough support, don't get enough love. Shout out to the veterans. But, oh, all the frame of this thing and the scraper and what holds the bit driver is titanium on this thing, which I thought was pretty cool. The pocket clip's titanium. But I think this is a pretty cool setup right here. This little thing, and it's slim. I mean, it fits in your fifth pocket, if you have a fifth pocket. Do I really trust the blade? I don't. I've tried to tighten it, and it just twists both screws. But you put a screwdriver on either side of it, and it won't twist, if that makes sense. It's like it locks itself into place. I don't know. Because it's got some blade play. Just a little. I mean, it's more than a little. I mean, you can see it visibly on the computer or phone, whatever you're watching on. But I don't really use it for that. I just use it for this. Because, I mean, you can really get some power behind that. But anyway, I just chased into a rabbit hole for 5 minutes talking about one little tool. But man, I hope you have a good night. God bless. Much love. This is size sharpening. What knife should I close for the outro? Let's do the knife that we sharpened on stream. We're not really going to close, but we'll put it in the sheath. Alright, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you, Carry Crew. Guys, definitely go check out Carry Crew. He's totally cool. Very cool. He has a lot of cool content, cool shorts. But, thank you guys for stopping by. This has been Size Sharpening live stream. Good night. God bless. How do I end stream? Never done it on my phone. There we go. Alright. Let's try that again. Alright. This has been Size Sharpening. God bless. Have a good night.